welcome to Ainish Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you the recipe of focaccia. Focaccia is a simple bread and it's easy to be prepared for any beginner level baker. Also, I'm going to show you how to beautify your focaccia in such a way. I'm sure your kids will love doing this. For this focaccia bread, I have used garlic and rosemary and presented in an artistic way. So I call it as my artistic focaccia bread. So sit back, relax, and I'll walk you through the steps of this recipe. I hope you will enjoy it. Focaccia is a gateway to the bread world. For this recipe, I have used 2 tablespoons of instant yeast, 2 tablespoons sugar, and 1 cup of warm water. We are using warm water so that the yeast gets activated faster. You can do this by hand, but today I'm using food processor to do my job. Quick whisk to dissolve the mixture and allow it to rest for some time. In the meantime, we will start with infusing our oil. I was lucky enough to find some fresh rosemary, some garlic and half a cup of olive oil. Mince the garlic and rosemary. It's the fresh garlic and herb that makes this bread so good and fragrant. Heat a pan, add half a cup of olive oil, minced garlic and the chopped herbs. You can't have a good focaccia without a good olive oil. Heat the oil on a low flame. Once it starts to bubble, switch off the flame. We do not want to brown the garlic and allow it to cool down. Look how well the yeast has been activated now. Add 2 cups of flour, some cold infused oil, and half a cup of water. Now we are gonna mix them well. Add another 2.5 cups of flour and the remaining oil. Mix them well until they are all combined. Ta-da! My dough is soft and sticky. Let me transfer the dough to a bigger mixing bowl where I will dust some more flour to make a smooth, soft dough. Knead for another 4 to 5 minutes. Drizzle some olive oil over it and then clinch wrap it for another 1.5 hours to 2 hours. By then, the dough will be perfectly risen. Whoa! My dough has perfectly risen and it's more than double the size. Let's punch the air out. It's an amazing experience. Here I am with my baking tray giving a good oil wash. I have a small tray, so I am going to bake it into 2 batches. Spread out the dough in the tray, cover and rest it for another 15 minutes. This is the second proofing and it is very important. While my dough is resting, I am getting ready with the veggies. Using olives, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, capsicums, onions, use whatever is available. Hey, my dough has risen and it's time to spread out the dough to each corner. Dipping my fingers into the olive oil and dimpling the dough. This process is actually crisps the top and gives a good texture. I'm thinking of creating a landscape on my bread. My bread is my canvas and I'm creating an artistic design with my vegetables. In my childhood days, I used to create this scene in my drawing books. So creating flowers with capsicum, basically a sunset scene. It's absolute fun. There goes my orange flower, red flower, and the yellow flower. And then finally is the sun on top. Don't they look so beautiful and artistic? Some more garnish with rosemary. Finally, brushing some olive oil over the veggies. And there it goes for baking 20 to 25 minutes until it's golden on top. The bliss moment. And my beauties are out for cooling. Gosh, look at that golden brown texture. Let me slice them. Did you hear that crunch? Wow, it's time to give the verdict. Taste time. This bread is golden brown and here it's nice and soft. So let me taste and see how it is. Wow, it's very nice. Little bit of crunchy and soft. Focaccia is a bread which is crisp outside and soft and chewy inside, and it can be served as a side dish along with your soups, stews, or you can use it as a sandwich itself. I hope you have liked this recipe and do try out this and put in your feedback in the comment box below, and if possible send me your creation picture as well.